Hello, my name is Nora Abigail Ortega, and this is my Learning Manifesto. I have been a part of the education system since the age of 20. Growing up as a child, I attended school in 5 different locations in different states. The learning experience in each place was different, but what got me to get passionate in learning was the endeavor to better myself and how learning is a stepping stone in doing something for my community. I am passionate in learning a system where a student can feel that they can be successful no matter what their background is. I am passionate about a learning system where the leaders want to hear their students' voice. One of the elementary schools I attended was Cornelius Elementary School in Oregon. One of the events that I remembered the most was when the principal met with a group of students from each grade level to discuss what their struggles were and what they, as the administration, can do to help them in their education. It gave me, at the age of 8, a sense of ownership of my education. I don't see that happening much in our schools anymore. I am passionate in using my personal time and learning new things so that I may share them with my fellow teachers. I am passionate about hearing my students tell me, I didn't think I was able to do this. I am passionate in seeing that spark in my students' eyes in learning that they can try something that many are not willing to do because of fear. Digital learning has lately taken an important role in education. If we look back 10 years ago, smartphones were gaining traction as phone, email, and calendar technology were beginning to converge, eliminating the need for paper address books and enabling new connectivity. Innovative educators are using digital content that meets each student exactly where they are, analytics that help identify problems and interventions quickly, and tools to create and collaborate with people across the room or across the world. There is a quote from Steve Jobs that says, "People who are crazy enough to think they can change the world are the one who do." Never in my imagination did I ever think that education and learning was going to be at the sole grasp of clicking an app or a button. When we allow ourselves to listen to our impulse in creating something that can benefit the world, we start creating things that we never imagined that people could not live without. Students aren't learning the same way they used to learn. Traditional education is being transformed into different models that embed more digital technology and tools and allow students to take control of their learning. Instead of always writing papers or reports, it's becoming more ordinary for students to showcase what they've learned through technology such as computers, tablets, or smartphone applications. Now, even though our education system has accepted the practice of new technologies and innovations, we still experience struggles in reaching the expectations that we want for our students. I believe that one of the major priorities in being successful with student learning is making an investment in training teachers and leaders. We need to do a better job in producing properly trained teachers and leaders. I believe that we also shouldn't be punishing struggling teachers, but help them to be better teachers. Whenever I hear of the concept of giving teachers extra money for producing better grades, it saddens me that instead of using that money to help provide better training for the struggling teachers, it is used as a reward system. We expect our students to look past the grade that they are getting and focus on the learning enhancement of the content, but don't want to practice that with our teachers as well. Another concept that I believe is very useful in enhancing our education system is the concept of collaboration. Teachers need to communicate with their peers and leaders in order to be problem solvers, just as we want our students to be. Another problem I see is that we sometimes think that our teachers are grasp learners and are ready to use these new technologies. Well, just as we need to let students learn at their own pace, teachers need to understand how to use these tools effectively and how to get good information about the kids' skills and interests so that they can tailor instruction in ways that are appropriate. We need to give our teachers time in learning these new tools. My belief in transcending to the new developments in education is allowing those who like to have a choice in their voice to share with others what is working for them. We have heard of the PLCs and how collaboration is vital to education, but how much of the creativeness and authenticity of different approaches is actually being implemented? It's not to say that it should be a rule that everyone has to use these certain tools, but how many are stepping up to the plate and trying them out? I see it sometimes in education. Many expect one to try new innovations and wait for them to learn it, implement it, assess it, and then others decide to try it themselves. I honestly don't have a problem with sharing knowledge with others. I actually enjoy helping others in using new digital learning tools. But just imagine how much 5 or more people can accomplish if all are implementing something new and then sharing it with others. We can cover so much more, and our students will be achieving greater expectations. So I hope that I can impact others to not be afraid of using new approaches in education. I hope to grow as an individual and as a professional in my craft of teaching and learning to reach higher expectations as a future educational leader. Accordingly, I would like to share with you this quote from Winston Churchill. Success is not final. Failure is not fatal. It is the courage to continue that counts.